Okay, I'm gonna be testing this video out with this format because I'm getting kind of tired standing in front of my fucking lights and the green screen for about an hour or two recording stuff, sweating my ass off in California during the damn summer. I mean, don't get me wrong, the green screen stuff is still gonna be happening, but only for like mainly the shorts and other things like that. I am working on some video essays that I'm thinking about putting out, but I'm not 100% too sure or confident about those just yet. But I will utilize this with the green screen. I don't know what it is. I tried going into this movie with an open mind, and yet throughout this entire movie I was just it just wasn't working. I don't know what it was. Nothing really clicked with me. I mean, I love the Fantastic Four, the world, the aesthetic, everything about the casting here. Well, I mean, Pedro Pascal is a little but for the most part, it's solid. I mean, we've all seen the marketing. It is just fucking abysmal. Holy shit. Pedro Pascal just can't stop touching his female co-stars. If there's one thing that this man hasn't learned, is that when you involve yourself with politics, people are going to get fed up at some point and they're gonna start fucking looking at you with a magnifying glass. And that's exactly what's happening with him. Because, I mean, we all know what happened to Rachel Zegler. She just fucking disappeared from the limelight, never to be seen again. I mean, I guess she's still doing some theater stuff, but who the fuck actually cares about whatever the fuck she's doing now? Oh my god, that first trailer did not inspire anything at all. But you know what? The second trailer that they released actually had me kind of interested. But you can clearly tell that they saw the online backlash and they were like, oh shit, we need to like rewire some things, you know, change it up so that Sue Storm isn't trying to become captain, and make sure that Mr. Fantastic is the fucking captain, because he is the leader of the Fantastic Four from the fucking comics. But we follow the Fantastic Four. Mr. Fantastic, portrayed by the one and only Pedro Pascal. I like touching women because I have anxiety, quote unquote. Invisible Woman by Vanessa Kirby. Human Torch, Joseph Quinn. And The Thing by... what the fuck? And The Thing by Ebon Moss-Bachrach, however the fuck you say his name, whatever. With the amazing Rafe Ineson, but he's the guy that portrays Galactus. And there was this offensive article about how, like, how did this like extra become how did this guy become Galactus? It's almost like they don't follow his career. The man's a fucking legend. He's been in almost every single Robert Eggers film, and he always delivers. But I digress. We are following the Fantastic Four as they are trying to figure out how to stop Galactus from destroying their world. Galactus, who is now in physical form and not just some giant cloud like in that one movie. And there's also the beautiful Julia Garner as the Silver Surfer. Shala Ball. Oh my goodness. I don't want to make it seem like I'm down bad, but yeah, I hit that. Julia Garner looks amazing as the Silver Surfer, and she does an amazing job here. Mark Gatiss is also in this film, and it weirded me the fuck out when I heard his American accent. That shit just like actually sort of blew my brain, and I just wasn't too sure if I can do it because I'm so used to him and his British accent, and then hearing his American accent, that was like, whoa. Let's start off with the positives here. Like I said, the visuals, the VFX, the sets, the atmosphere, the vibe, it is really fucking good. It's really sexy. I love it. I'm vibing with it. The retro futurism look, you can definitely tell that they put in a lot of work to perfectly capture this era, or this idea of an era. The cast does a pretty good job making their characters feel realized. I definitely enjoyed the chemistry between every single one of them. The opening montage of this movie was a lot of fun. Just a quick little compilation as to who these people are, how they got their powers, and what has happened within this world since then. There is a lot of style dedicated to this movie that makes it stand out within the MCU, and you know what, props to Marvel. They're actually learning a little bit, figuring some shit out, and actually trying to make some good movies now. The first act of this movie is a very solid fucking start and actually had me kind of excited, like, oh my goodness, Marvel has listened to the fans and is actually trying to make something worthwhile. And like what you saw in the trailers, when Silver Surfer comes down to New York, Times Square, wherever the fuck this new world is called, and she heralds Galactus, and the Fantastic Four decides to go into space to go and talk to Galactus to meet him. That whole sequence of them in space meeting Galactus, fucking escaping like you see in the trailer that they need to get the fuck out, that sequence was pretty fucking awesome. Again, the VFX here are so damn fucking sexy. I love this whole fucking wormhole travel visual that they got going for us in here. The way they were traveling in space was really fucking cool and has me excited to see more of what they do with it. But after this entire chase sequence with Silver Surfer and the Fantastic Four, yes, it's gonna be an awesome epic chase sequence with some amazing visuals. Oh my goodness, really fucking sexy shit, man. After all this, the movie just kind of comes to a halt. The third act of this film is probably the weakest part. This is the part where I get into all the issues I have with the movie, because unfortunately, Fantastic Four First Steps is mid as fuck. The Fantastic Four's plans to combat Galactus was kind of cool at first. It was interesting, and there's the whole messaging about family and working together, and how everyone, we all need to get together to fight this big baddie. Man, did some of that shit just feel so damn forced and kind of cringy corny in certain moments, especially one scene with Sue Storm walking out into a big angry crowd. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just in a bad mood, or all the marketing and Pedro Pascal has left a sour taste in my mouth, but a majority of this movie just felt so lackluster with substance. Nothing about this movie really felt impactful in any way. This movie is yet another prime example of what happens when you prioritize style over substance, and I honestly think that's exactly why the ratings for this movie is so damn high right now. Everyone is just so caught up with the visuals that they're not actually paying much attention to the overall story, how it's developed, and how the characters are developing with their arcs and whatnot. I mean, without spoiling too much, this film never takes any leaps or risks with its story, with its characters. It feels so damn safe that nothing really stands out in this movie. There isn't really a moment with any single character where I'm like, damn, that was pretty badass, that was pretty awesome. Things just kind of happen, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. I wish this moment can feel a bit more like more satisfying, but it wasn't. I like Joseph Quinn's Human Torture. I think there's so much potential with him, and he's not just a complete doofus. He actually is kind of big brain and does something that actually contributes to the movie, to the plot. I just wish they kind of built up to that moment a little more. I don't know, maybe they just didn't have any other way. I'm not trying to take away from that sequence, that scene that he gets from his moment in this movie. It just didn't really feel like hell yeah moment. It was cool. It was pretty cool, okay? It was pretty fucking cool. Getting back on track, their plan to fight Galactus was just kind of lame, kind of dumb, kind of stupid, and I can't believe that they thought that their thing would actually fucking work. It is just pathetic. We are supposed to believe that Pedro Pascal's Mr. Fantastic is a leader. He's the fucking smartest man in the whole fucking universe, and yet the plans he comes up with, the solutions, are some of the dumbest shit ever. Like, what? There isn't a single scene in this movie that proves to us that Mr. Fantastic is capable of leading anything or anyone, nor is he even the smartest man alive. He never actually does anything that proves anything. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just being a bit too harsh here. Maybe it's my bias against Pedro Pascal nowadays. But holy shit, I just didn't buy it for a single fucking second. I don't buy Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. I don't buy anything that's happening in this movie that's trying to convince us that this is the Fantastic Four, that this is the family. Everything about First Steps just feels so damn mid-tier. None of the characters feel fully realized. Silver Surfer just feels completely underutilized. The moments that we were supposed to be like, woo! The moments where the team's fighting Galactus, you know, it's nothing was like actually like crowd pleasing. My entire crowd was just kind of silent. We were just watching in silence and we just thought, okay, that's it. That's this movie. This is the Marvel's first family, and my entire crowd, not a single moment throughout this entire theater experience, not a single moment where people were fucking cheering for them finally doing the thing, or the fucking that thing, or this thing. It was just a silent crowd because this movie never actually fucking lands on anything. And we've all heard about the reshoots and rewrites. You can clearly fucking tell that Disney and Marvel has decided to just take the safest approach ever. They don't ever do anything significant in this movie. This is not the Fantastic Four. This is the MIDTASTIC Four. I stole that title from a coworker of mine. I don't want to make it seem like I hate this movie and that there's no redeeming qualities here. No, not at all. Like I said, there's a lot of style here. It's just the story sucks. The story sucks. The writing here is not all that great. I don't like what they're doing with Pedro Pascal. I don't really like what they're doing with any of the characters here. None of them feel fully realized. Like I said, again, everything is played so safe here. Maybe at the end of the day, this is what's needed for Marvel to finally start making their way back up that hill, because they have just constantly dug their own fucking hole, dug their own grave. I think there's a lot of enjoyment to have with this movie, visually and aesthetically, but maybe within a week or two from now, we're all gonna look back and realize just how dumb and stupid and weak this story is. It's not all bad, but like the Avatar films, does anyone really remember anything that happened in those movies other than the fact that it was just visually stunning, like aesthetically, stylistically? That's what we remember most, and that's exactly what's happening with this movie here. One final note that I forgot to include, I fucking love the look of Galactus here. He is just straight up out of the comics. I fucking love Galactus here. He looks goddamn awesome. His eyes, everything they have him doing here is just so damn good. It's just a goddamn shame that they wasted him like this and took a direction with how the Fantastic Four beats him. Just lame as fuck. Is this movie worth your time in theaters? Maybe, you know, I can't give you 100% like hell yeah, but it's also not a hell no. First Steps is clearly setting up Doomsday, and that's the only thing I am excited for. Do you need to watch this movie in preparation of future MCU projects? I don't think so. Like I said, just find yourself a synopsis, learn the importance of a certain character, and that's all you need. The rest, I'm sure we'll figure it out along the way in whatever fucking movie comes next.
This is your spoiler warning.
This is the direction that I was hoping the movie to take some kind of leap or risk with its characters, its story, its world. I was hoping for them to actually lose the fight. I was hoping that they realize that they cannot save the world, and if Galactus wants their baby, they're gonna have to go after them. So I was expecting them, the Fantastic Four, to take the portal, to actually teleport themselves to a different world, which would then lead into the Thunderbolts end credit scene. You know what I'm talking about? At the end credit scene, when you see the Fantastic Four fucking plane, their fucking rocket flying into the atmosphere, I was thinking that's what's gonna happen. They're going to lose this fight. They realize that they don't stand a chance against Galactus and they need to go in order to save the people of Earth, or at least hoping that Galactus will care more about the baby than destroying the planet. He'll go after them. He'll try to find them because he wants the child. The child is his salvation. So I think they can very clearly take advantage of this because he's obviously very desperate for someone to take his place, to save him. And if this baby is the key to all of that, I would assume that this is the sacrifice, the plan to prove to us that Pedro Pascal's Mr. Fantastic is in fact a leader and a fucking badass, super smartest genius of the universe. But nah, instead we somehow get this cringy ass ending where Sue Storm is somehow able to use her psionic powers to push Galactus into the fucking teleportation device? What? And then the Silver Surfer, of course, appears as expected. She sacrifices herself, which... whatever, I guess. Oh, and of course, Sue Storm comes back to life because their baby has cosmic powers that can bring people back to life. And we also have that cringy-ass scene at the end where the three guys are trying to figure out how to put in a baby seat. I just wanted to get the fuck out once I saw that bit. It went on for way too damn long. I don't care what anyone says. That bit sucked. You think that's funny? You think three guys struggling to put in a car seat, a bit that we've seen a million times in every single movie ever, you think that's funny? Stop coping. Alright, that's enough of me. I'll catch you guys next time.
So unstoppable, and you confuse this obstacle. I turn the heat up, you melt like a popsicle. I tell them anything's possible, especially when I'm toting on the tropical. And I make you say sorry when I'm robbing you. One for the money, two fuck you. I'm the hottest thing running through the city. Believe that, I don't never relax. I be with a green at. Who give a fuck about a hater, say the feedback.